You've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run.
October's pretty close, and we're actually in for some of the best days to come for the home console. Nintendo Switch's gonna have one hell of an advantage of all the consoles, and some of the most anticipated games of the consoles about to come to an end. Hi folks, Max here on F-Game Killer. Today, as a tradition we do every month, we're looking at some of the greatest games on the way to Nintendo Switch in the coming month. In this case, October. And this time, we got about 20 to look forward to. This October sees the return of the Wii U title Pikmin 3 in a deluxe form on the Nintendo Switch. To help build up the excitement for this release and teach players actually a bit more about the particular entry, Nintendo came up with a new teaser, although it's in Japanese, featuring more gameplay and some really lovely animations. And as previously revealed, this newer version of the Pikmin 3 comes packed with all of the DLC from the original game and even includes some brand new side story missions featuring Olimar and Louie. There are also plenty of pre-order deals on offer. And oh yeah, the game also releases on October 30th.
空を飛ぶことができます。ピクミンの個性を知ることで困難な状況でもきっと道が見つかるはずです。これだけ覚えていれば大丈夫。あなたとピクミンの出会いが素敵なものになりますように。
In case you didn't know, Ys Origin has been making the rounds for years now, and the next stop on the list is actually Nintendo Switch this time. So, if you've thought about jumping into the RPG series and you like the sounds of getting cozy with this prequel adventure on your Switch, the date to remember here is October 1st, 2020. This one, I believe, the game Ys Origin takes the best of the two game styles that the series is actually known for. The first one of which is the top-down dungeon crawler, and the second is the fast-paced action RPG that modern Ys games are known for. Now, both elements have been combined to create a unique experience here. Check it out.
Wheel of Cobra!
Well, there's also a new third-person shooter on the way, and it's based on a classic IP. Yeah, G.I. Joe Operation Blackout is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One and Switch with a confirmed date of October 13th. To celebrate the news, a trailer was revealed that shows the game in action, and it looks like it does actually look it'll be a fun little game to keep in mind. G.I. Joe this time Operation Blackout will feature both a campaign mode with 18 missions and multiplayer modes. The campaign also can be played in local co-op. There will be 12 playable characters to choose from and some surprises along the way. Like, there will even be different multiplayer modes to play here. Anyway, have a look. During a surprise announcement, Nintendo also revealed the latest Mario Kart, and it was an unexpected one. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit is a racing game here, but one where you will have to use your Switch only to drive around. The game's description reads, here you will race against Koopalings in Grand Prix, unlock a variety of course customization and customs for Mario and Luigi, and play with up to 4 players in local multiplayer modes. Anyway, Home Circuit here is expected to launch on October 16th, and it will come in 2 varieties, Mario and Luigi, for $99.99 each. On the other hand, Nintendo is turning the original Super Mario Bros. Into a 35-player battle royale game called Super Mario Bros. 35, which is going to be available on October 1st exclusively to Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. This one looks to offer a similar design to Tetris 99, which is actually another Switch Online exclusive battle royale in the Mario version, and here all 35 players will play through a Mario level simultaneously until only 1 player is left standing. Anyway, Nintendo is only planning on making Super Mario Bros. 35 available for a few months, as it will launch on October 1st and will be playable until March 31st, 2020. That's what they said.
Only title. and will be available for a limited time until March 31st, 2021.
Drake, this ends today, kid!
Zoids also is one of the most, actually one of my own favorite franchises from the mix subgenre, and if you're a fan or new to the series as well, it doesn't really matter. This one here, Blast Unleashed, is actually an exclusive Nintendo Switch port of the Japanese title Zoids Wild King of the Blast that's coming to the West this October 16th. You can pretty much get a good look at the action, the characters, the Zoids themselves here, and the English voice cast in the new gameplay. And as for the game, in terms of content, it'll bring a robust story mode, nearly 200 action-packed story battles, 1v1 matches, and 2-player support, and anime-faithful graphics to the fans of the franchise everywhere. Also, you can pre-order the game right now. So good luck and have fun. Modest Games, like I mentioned the other day actually, also released a new trailer titled Whispers for their upcoming psychological thriller, remodeled Broken Porcelain, calling it a touching yet chilling trailer that tells the story of how the game's protagonist and her companion becomes each other's support at Ashman Inn. In which, in case you're new to this game, is the sequel to the critically lauded remodeled Tormented Fathers, featuring new gameplay now and even narrative elements. They also said it will pull fans into an incredibly immersive and haunting experience. Remodeled Broken Porcelain is available to pre-order both physically and digitally. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One and PC via Steam on October 30th, priced at $24.99, and Nintendo Switch as well for $29.99.
First they made us blind, then they drugged us and burned us alive. It's part of all of us, and we are all part of the same.
Now available in Nintendo Switch flavor.
Well, in case you didn't know already, Oddworld's Inhabitants continues its ongoing efforts to port the Oddworld anthology to the Switch platform this time. And following on from re-releases such as Stranger's Wrath, the next release from the company will be Oddworld's New and Tasty. Originally released on the PS4 in 2014, New and Tasty in essence is an enhanced remake of the original 1997 release Abe's Odyssey. New and Tasty not only features the fully revamped visuals, as you can see here, and the audio as well, but also includes an improved control system and even brand new areas and secrets to discover. That said, the price and a specific release date for the Switch port was not announced, but it can be expected to arrive sometime in October 2020, so keep it in mind. A lot of us probably know Nintendo Switch received a nice helping of horror lately. Now, adding to that pile is Made of Scud from Wales Interactive, which will release for the hybrid console sometime in October, not exactly sure precisely when. Made of Scud is a first-person survival horror game, of course, as you can see, where you will not be blasting or power-bombing your enemies like in Resident Evil. Instead, you'll be employing no-weapon survival tactics to navigate the grounds of the spooky Hotel Scud in the year 1898. A 3D sound-based AI system will also play a heavy role in this one, in its gameplay though. And as always, to accompany the news, they even teased the game with a nice new trailer.
Is full of life, full of potential.
On the other hand, if you guys are looking for some new action platformer to dive into, you can go ahead and remember Foregone here, making its way to the hybrid console in about 3 weeks. Foregone is a brand new 2D action platformer, as I said, built on some fast, fluid movement and combat. And yeah, it looks like a much more colorful game in the vein of Dead Cells and other Metroidvanias, but unlike many, Foregone also mixes in various systems from the looter genre, as you will find and uncover loads of new weapons and gears as you play through the game. You can look forward to Foregone on the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch precisely on October 5th.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Upon every face within and beyond our walls, I saw the woe and torment inflicted by the creatures of the night.
On the other hand, though, Glass Heart games might just have the thing for you if you're looking to feed your fix this Halloween season. Their 2D action platformer Vigil: The Longest Night will launch for Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam on October 14th. PS4 and Xbox One versions have also been announced, inspired by titles such as Sultan Sanctuary and Castlevania. Vigil: The Longest Night tells the tale of eldritch horror combined with challenging difficulty. Also boasts a fusion of Lovecraftian prose and Taiwanese culture with an art style inspired by the art of Japanese paper cutting. It's a good one.
Take your rightful place in a higher existence. Spill the blood of these terrors, for you must become the bedrock of the goddess's return. And may her divine light shine upon us all.
You can also get ready to roll out this October with Transformers Battlegrounds, a new tactical real-time strategy game by Outright Games. Since here we actually just got a much better sense of the game from a couple more videos that looks much more like XCOM with its turn-based strategy gameplay and basic environments, in which you get to play as 6 different Autobots, here embarking on 20 different missions in arcade mode, multiplayer, and kicking the Decepticons in the face as well. Oh, also, the game releases on October 23rd. Spending all your time thinking about your next meal. If that's what you do all day, you're pathetic. Also, soon you'll also be able to do that in-game, as Desert Island's Sandbox The Survivalists is releasing on October 9th onto Nintendo Switch. Made by Team 17 as part of the Escapist universe, The Survivalist here transports players to a procedurally generated island where you'll have to gather resources and craft to survive. Handily, you can also enlist monkeys to help you with these chores. Along with a single player, this game also features online co-op in different modes, allowing you and 3 other friends to avoid getting scurvy together. Check it out.
Bring me the ultra dessert by tomorrow! If you don't, you're all getting the axe!
NIS America, on the other hand, announced Prinny 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded will now launch on the Nintendo Switch as well on October 13th. Here's a trailer they actually came up with that highlights Prinny 2, Dawn of the Operation Panties, and well, actually gives a look at how the game actually runs on the Nintendo Switch. The whole package, though, includes both games along with all of the DLC release of the titles. Additionally, the graphics and features have both been updated for the Switch version as well. Gameplay here, in which case you're unfamiliar to the franchise, features platforming sections like jumping, slashing, and exploding to get through the levels, and it also features characters from mainline Disgaea series, but in a totally new genre. It's a good one.
Come from, little guy. This is the power of love!
This is gonna be easy, dude!
You're the hero, dude!
Accidents reported in sectors 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8.
On the other hand, if you like cyberpunk themes and games about delivering packages as well, then you're probably going to love this one going by Cloudpunk, which you're probably familiar with already. But in case you're not, it's a delivery system game where players go around a vibrant metropolis delivering packages to various recipients. This one's been out on PC since April, actually, which so far was a pretty successful hit, in which case you wondered, we wondered, who would have thought a game about delivering packages would be even fun, and this fun? Well, if you like, this one's also coming to Switch finally on October 15th, 2020.
I'm sending a nav point now. Don't open it, don't ask me about it, and don't be late.
Control, come in. Come in, this is important.
Skywarbringer will be leaving Steam Early Access and officially launching on October 21st. At the same time, the game will also be releasing on Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. A new trailer for the game was also teased, showing off different areas and enemy types that will be available here. The game itself is described as a fast-paced action platformer with a roguelike gameplay loop, in which you play as the latest person to enter a mysterious monolith in order to stop the end of the world, only to discover a constantly changing dungeon full of monsters and these alien-looking machines.
unstoppable!
Finally, in case you didn't notice, the very first gameplay trailer for Ben 10 Power Trip came online a little while ago, giving us our first glimpse of the action you can expect from the game, in which you'll spot some fan-favorite alien transformations, as well as a sneak peek at the action-packed open world and some couch co-op gameplay this game has to offer. If you missed the news, when the game was first announced, though, this game tells a unique story where Ben 10 must uncover the truth behind 4 mysterious crystals that threaten to take over his world in a co-op adventure. That said, the game is scheduled to launch on October 9th on Nintendo Switch and other platforms as well.
Nowhere to go but up!
Hey, 10. 11. Let's go!
Yeah!
Radical!
Gotcha!
Yeah! Pew, pew! It's hero time!
Time to ground some...
Aging very quickly!
The tower! How long have I been asleep? I feel uneasy.
Alright, Microspia Games, on the other hand, said The Watchmaker, a platformer adventure game of puzzles and time travel, will be launching on Nintendo Switch this October. This one has players taking on the role of Alexander, who must use his engineering skills to navigate these gigantic environments. The game consists of 5 worlds in total, with giant bosses to fight and special powers to unlock, and you also have this magnetic glove which allows you to transport objects, which is actually the fun part of it. That said, the game is launching on Switch on October 8th.
Someone seems lost in thought. Care to share?
Well, I remember someone.
Aha! I knew there was a woman!
Hey, chatty voice. I'm not dumb. I know you cannot tell me what happened before. I just want you to help me, okay?
You're wasting your time here, Watchmaker! Let's go! Do not follow that road!
Don't play the fool. In a few moments, you'll have to tell me everything.
Previously released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC back in 2016, Agatha Christie, The ABC Murders also comes to the portable console with now new additions, such as new lighting effects, a new anti-aliasing filter highlighting the artistic choices, reworked sound design, user interference, and even tutorials, and the gameplay has been reworked for more fluidity. Here in this one, you play as the one and only Hercule Poirot, a detective you've got to know by now, challenged to find out the identity of a mysterious murderer called ABC. Agatha Christie, The ABC Murders will release on the Nintendo Switch worldwide on the 6th of October, 2020. And finally, these publishers Lighting Games just recently teamed up with Rocket Punch Games to bring a 2D shooter going by Hardcore Mecha to the Nintendo Switch later this year. Described as a cross between Metal Slug and Super Robot Wars, Hardcore Mecha here features 3 game modes: campaign, which is multiplayer as well, and survival, and offers customizable robots, freeze-style combo attacks as well, and PvP battles and loads of anime-style cutscenes. Check it out, this one releases on the Nintendo Switch on October 15th, 2020. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to let me know which one's your favorite, which ones you're going for. If there's anything worth mentioning or asking. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Until then, like and subscribe to things.